Welcome to today's Nutrition Nugget, and today we're talking about the pineapple. And the name pineapple comes from the fact that it looks like an oversized pine cone, and that in Old English all fruit was called an apple before they started differentiating between apples. And in other parts of the world it's called ananas, which comes from the South American Tupi tribe from the word nanas, which means excellent fruit. And what an excellent fruit it is. So the pineapple is indigenous to South America, where it's been cultivated for many, many centuries. Its introduction into Europe was in the 17th century, and it's been grown on plantations and under glass since the 1800s. Pineapple is the third largest tropical fruit production in the world. So nutritionally, pineapple is packed with some really cool nutrients, and considering how sweet it is, it's not really crazy on calories either. So what are the main health-inducing nutrients? Well, I'm going to concentrate on 4, which are the most abundant in the pineapple. Firstly, vitamin C, secondly, manganese, thirdly, bromelain, and fourthly, fibre. So let's start with vitamin C. I think we all know a little bit about vitamin C, or ascorbic acid. It's a water-soluble vitamin which plays a vital role as an antioxidant and boosts the immune system and in collagen synthesis. One medical intervention already being successfully used on patients infected with COVID-19 is vitamin C supplementation. And apparently it's been quite successful and had some effect on reducing the severity and the duration of the symptoms. So most mammals can produce their own vitamin C, but guinea pigs and bats and some birds, some primates and humans can't. And this is probably because these species became expert at finding and harvesting fruits, so the body decided to make redundant the vitamin C producing genes. Manganese. Manganese is an essential dietary supplement in humans and is present as a coenzyme in several biological processes, including macronutrient metabolism, bone formation, and free radical defenses. It's essential as a guard against osteoporosis and also improves thyroid function and improves cognitive function as well. So bromelain is almost unique to pineapples, and it's the real star of the show in the makeup of the pineapple. Bromelain is a digestive enzyme and helps break down protein foods, which aids digestive process. Bromelain is found not only in the fruit but also in the stem. The stem grows out the bottom here. But the harvesting of bromelain for supplements occurs mainly from the stem, so as not to waste this beautiful consumable fruit. There's been a fair amount of research on the health benefits of bromelain. Some of the research has been more rigorous and conclusive than others, but here are a few of the interventions that have shown a lot of positive results. Things like osteoarthritis, rheumatoid arthritis, skin burns, pain, recovery of post-surgery, sinusitis, the immune system. Other benefits are things like bowel health, weight loss, inflammation. Inflammation is a big one, irritable bowel syndrome. So the pineapple is just as good as non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs. As an anti-inflammatory agent, but is shown to have way fewer side effects. And finally, fibre. Soluble and insoluble fibre found in pineapple. I'm not going to go into too much detail about fibre because I'm going to do a whole video on it, but it is incredibly important for great gut health, and it's really important for good bowel movements and great movement through the whole digestive tract. But really the most important thing about fibre is that it provides food or nutrition to your microbiota, and your microbiota is absolutely key to great gut health and therefore great health overall. And pineapple supplies a good quantity of soluble and insoluble fibres. So pineapple, where does it come from? Where is it grown? And its environmental impact. There's about 300 billion pineapple fruits farmed annually. The Philippines and Brazil come out at the top of production, followed by Costa Rica. Pineapples make up about 20% of the world's tropical fruit production. So what about the pineapple's environmental impact? So most pineapples are transported by ship, which at least lowers their carbon footprint a little bit. So pineapple production relies on a considerable amount of chemical and pesticide use, and it's a monoculture, which is the intense production of only one crop, and that takes its toll on the soil. It takes over 12 months from planting a pineapple tree to actually bearing a fruit. There's been some talk of human rights abuses for workers, particularly in Costa Rica, where the workers are actually mostly Nicaraguan migrants, and they're treated and paid very poorly. So if at all possible, please try and purchase pineapples from fair trade and organic certified sources. So the pineapple, when it grows on the stem of a pineapple plant, first starts off as a very small fruit and then ends up having about 200 little mini flowers. And these flowers then drop off, and they then form these 200 little fruitlets. So each little section is a little fruitlet based on its own flower. In the Philippines, the leaves are also used to make a fabric, pineapple silk or piñas, and it was very popular in the 18th to 20th centuries, and it's also making a bit of a comeback in some eco-responsible fashion houses, as some of these fabrics have achieved the much coveted cradle-to-cradle certification. They can be gnarly, awkward little devils to get into, but there are some cool techniques to make them a little bit easier. One is a coring tool, and I'll put a little clip of a coring tool, or you can just slice down the edges, take the skin off, cut it into quarters lengthwise, and then into chunks. Try and buy whole pineapples rather than pre-prepared. The whole fruit has half the carbon footprint of the pre-prepared versions. Pineapples, they don't ripen after they've been picked, so don't buy one and expect to put it on the shelf and for it to ripen over the next few days. The one you choose off the shelf is going to be as ripe as it's going to be. Some people recommend pulling a leaf out the middle. If it's easy, then it's ripe, and others say that you should just sniff the base and it should be quite a strong and sweet smell. So in conclusion, pineapples are awesome. They can be a great accompaniment to many dishes, and even better, just on their own. For quite a sweet fruit, they are very low in calories and high in nutrients. Bromelain is a fantastic natural anti-inflammatory. It has vitamin C, manganese, fibre, and a lot of water, and they have huge health benefits. I hope that was useful. So next time you're in the shop and you see one of these beauties, just grab one, slice it up, put it into chunks, put the chunks in the fridge, and actually it makes a great snackette during the day if you're feeling a bit peckish. Not only is it a little bit sweet, but it's also quite filling. Got a lot of water in, but it's about 87% water. So they are quite filling and nutritious. So grab one of these guys. If you haven't already, please hit the notification bell and subscribe. Any other thoughts you have, please stick in the comments below, and hopefully we'll see you in the next nutritional nugget. Take it easy.